Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the studio. Hey, Spook! A Sunday stream. I know I haven't done this in a while, but I do have a kiln to open. We have a cool down kiln, and I have a lot more things to glaze, so I'm going to be loading it back up. No cat taco for now. We do have Minnie over here in her hammock. There she is. And no surprise, it is also raining. We have been luckier than most, so I hope if you're in the path of all the storms we've had for the past week that you are high and dry like we are, but there's a whole lot of places that are underwater. We actually got a break from it yesterday, so we haven't had constant rain. Just kind of like a constant drizzle. So Kayla, hey, good afternoon. You've never seen the kiln opening before. Ooh, well, I've got this one to do in green, and I'm like, I have barely anything left, as you can see here, of green, so I was like, well, if I can do this thing any other color, I might, but I think green is the best color for this, so I'm gonna. So no more green for now. So I'm gonna try to finish this off. I'm just going to paint on the handle. There we go. I think I got everything, and I'll let it dry. So I've got some new things in the kiln, and I've got some new things going into the kiln.
Yeah. Yeah, I love, yeah, that movie is great. That's the second time I saw it. David Amram talking about it. Okay.
Yeah, it was more of further western Kentucky, like the tip more where like Paducah is. I'm going to clean out my measuring cup here and move on to my next color, which is going to be red. So this is red. This is a color you can actually tell kind of what it's going to be like when it's done. So it's going to be the cherry red of like the one that you can see the top of right here, and then the fire and ice is another one that we're doing. But I gotta scratch Minnie's head. But one of the new ones I'm doing here, so we're breaking into some anime. When we picked out some of the ones that we knew and some of the ones that we had seen a lot of that we thought had a big enough following that people would recognize some things. So this one is from My Hero Academia, and which is it's just for the school. So we're going next weekend to C2E2. Sorry, I've been thinking about Origins today, but we're going to C2E2 in Chicago, and so it's going to be kind of our testing ground to see if any of the anime designs do well. So we have My Hero, we have One Piece and Naruto and Attack on Titan. Was there another one? If it is, it'll come up, yeah. When is Origins and where? Origins is in June. It is like mid-June. Try second or third weekend. And it is in Columbus, Ohio. So it's one of the closer shows to us, because it's, I want to say it's 6 hours. I think Dragon Con is the closest at 4, but this is the red. The red is going to be what's on the inside of the Witch's Brew cauldron, because I like putting different colors on these, on the insides. Is Attack on Titan like is it getting like a live action reboot or something? A live action version? Crimson Sheep, hey! Ha! Clickbait, gotcha. You gotta wait till the end to see the kiln opening. Or at least till I get like a layer of glaze on all these. Go. All right, so I'm gonna glaze things red. And I think it's like I could dip these, but I've already got this out anyway, so I may just do the inside then the outside. Here, let me show you one thing that came out of the kiln yesterday, or maybe this morning. I forget when it came out. Because I'm looking at another one here, and I need to decide what color I want it to be. So this is a new piece, and this is purple. You can see it. It looks more purple over here. So let's look at it over here. So we have dragons flying around the mug. Oh, there we go, sorry. Game of Thrones vibes. Or, so some of the new pieces I have are for Fourth Wing. If anybody here is a fan of Fourth Wing, we have been getting lots of requests for more dragon things, and this is one, like, I made another one with dragons on it for Dragon Con, and so we had some stuff already. Need a peasant running around on fire at the base, yeah. But so I've got this one in purple. I have one more I can glaze. What color should it be? Should I go, well, we have our colors over here where you can't see all of them because I moved the camera, but I'm thinking red. But I also like the blue, the way the blue looks. We can't do green. We could do jade green. So blue, red, yellow? or like iron brown. Maybe. I don't really think I want to go orange. Nor black. I'm thinking, that's why I had this set with all the red things, and so I'm thinking red. Is that the one I wiped down? I think it is. The brown of the tree beard. And this, which was the bell of the last show we did, I made some more of a Cusco's potion. Poison. Because the dragons in Fourth Wing are different colors, and I don't know the colors, but I know there is a, I know there's a red one. You splatter everywhere. A premium version that has each dragon a different color. I could. We'd still have to decide on a color for the mug. Is it possible to order to set the website make it able to for people to order pick up? We've had someone ask about ordering stuff to pick up from Origins. Sorry, phone call. Sorry, I had the phone ringing and I lost my train of voice. Train of thought. Voice. Words. Was it somebody else? Oh yeah, someone else asked me for, like, are we going to be at Maryland? They asked about picking up something at Maryland. So I thought about that one too, setting up for Maryland, and then Origins are the next two, like, bigger shows we're at. There should be one more of those. So I'm gonna do these potion bottles first, and then figure out what needs to be red versus what needs to be the fire and ice colors, and then do the insides and let that dry, then do the outsides. Yes, local pickup for Origins. I need to put wax on some of those. Let's see. So for Naruto fans out there, like, I've made 3 for Naruto because that's the one I know the most about. This is the Sharingan Eye, the one version, the like original version you encounter. Where's my sponge? There it is. And I may have gone overboard on this. I probably should have just put the circle on the mug, but I'm like, I wanted to make it an eyeball. Let's make it an eye. Let's make it as hard as possible to do. So I think I'm gonna make it gray because, like, there's not really another good color. I want it to be a neutral color because I want, obviously, this to stand out. But if the mug is gray, and I think I'm gonna leave the whites of the eye white, and then so I need to put wax over all of that. The inside of the mug in red and the outside in gray? Why? Tell me why. Hey, Minnie. Oh, Minnie, I saw 3 mama cats today. I went out to the Humane Society because I was like, needed to get like a voucher to get our kitten fixed at home. We have a 5-month kitten at home that went into heat this weekend, and oh my gosh, that poor cat. I'm like, we need, okay, we're gonna take you in. I did not think it would be that early, but Minnie is living proof that it is. Thinking that it might pop the detail on the outside, okay. But so I went over there, and they had a mama cat that had just had kittens this morning. So I saw brand new, fresh kittens. And this is the exact same time that Minnie had her kittens. It's like she had hers at the end of March. Fresh kittens, fresh, yeah. Brand new kittens, how about that? Yeah. Here we go. Meddle not in the affairs of dragons, for you are crunchy and taste good with ketchup. All right, this is another of the, this is a fourth wing mug. I guess I haven't showed you any of them yet, but this is one of them. Where do dragons get ketchup? I don't know. Yeah, they squeeze it out of the people, right? It's they're like, it comes with ketchup already in it. All right. This is, so if you're familiar with Fourth Wing, this is a Saurian Gale Apothecary. I don't know if I'm exactly pronouncing the words right, but because there's lots of poison going around. Isn't that a Far Side comic, though? Isn't there a Far Side comic with, like, dragons, like, picking their teeth with, like, discarded, like, suits of armor? It's like you peel back the cover and it's, you know, soft and squishy on the inside. So these, once they are dried a little bit, I'll put some of the sea spray glaze on top of them. Yeah, it probably is. I mean, I don't know that we would get anybody to order anything from the in stock in 2 days, but yeah, don't worry about C2E2. Maryland, Kentucky, Origins, Gen Con, Dragon Con, TwitchCon, St. James, New York. Yes, those are ones we're doing. And somewhere in there, we're doing DFW. What is it actually called? What's DFW actually called? Is it DFW Fiber Festival? I don't know. SAF. Yes, we're doing SAF. Not Taos. No, don't put the tobacco festival on there. Don't. Well, if people are wanting to pick up during the festival, that it can just be the normal pickup here. Oh, I thought we used to have an option for Russellville. But yeah, I would like an option for that, yeah. Oops, I missed the wheel. Why can't I ever find my sponge? I am re-listening to a book right now because the author's come out with a new one, so I was refreshing myself. I listened to a podcast where people were talking about this author and the new book that was coming out, and so I was going to refresh myself. I listened to the podcast, and they were talking about a book that I'd read, and I'm like, talking about like, oh, well, this is not a spoiler because you find this out immediately. I'm like, no, you don't. That's at the end of the book. What are you talking? That is a spoiler. I mean, like, I've read it, but that's a spoiler. And like, this author's books, a lot of them take place in two timelines. So like, you find out like what's happening at two different times, and then how everything connects together. And that's how some of her other books are. And so like, I was accustomed to that, but the book that I read was like straightforward. It didn't do that. Everything was in chronological order. And then, but they were talking about they were talking about the book as if like you bounce back and forth. And I'm like, maybe I just forgot. Maybe it's been long enough that I forgot and like reorganized it in my head. You know, I was like, well, I just don't remember that. And so as I started re-listening to the book, I had originally checked it out from like Hoopla at the library, like right when it came out, because I remember that. And like this time I got it off Audible. And it is that you find out the ending at the beginning, and then you figure out how they got there. It bounces back and forth. But the original release didn't do that. Somebody who put together this Audible, like this audiobook, put all the chapters in chronological order. And that's how I read the book. It is a completely different book. When, one, I already know what's going to happen, but when you know what's going to happen from the beginning. So I'm sitting here listening to this book and like thinking about how it would have been so drastically different if I'd known everything that was going to happen beforehand. But that seems like a pretty big mistake to make when putting together an audiobook, but I can see how it would happen. Because they're like, hey, half of these chapters are labeled 1941 and half of them are labeled 1947. We need to put them in chronological order. But yeah, I was like second guessing myself. I'm like, well, they've read the book too, and they maybe it's just been a while, and I just don't remember that. And and maybe they fixed it because, like I said, I like checked it out right as it came out. Oh, really? They did something similar with the Firefly TV series? They aired them in the wrong order. Whoa, like originally or like another time? All right, this one's gonna, the dragons are gonna be red. Yeah, they were originally aired out of order. Where's the glaze tongs? Nope, I'm not done with red. I need to find my paintbrush. Whatever I've done with it. Charlie, good afternoon. Yeah, welcome, welcome. So, one thing I need to do with the red is some of the Naruto pieces. And I don't know if I'm saying this right, but the Atakuse, the like the people with the black cloaks with the red clouds on them. Or am I getting confused? So this, I think this is going to look cool, because they're going to be black mugs with just the red clouds. I want to do some for Avatar as well. I just didn't get to those. And then I'll put some wax over the red when it dries. Whoops. Dripped a little bit. Charlie, it looks very, very nice and relaxing. It can be. Usually the part of the process I enjoy the most is the throwing, but this can be just as relaxing. So I've got 3 of these. I usually think that this is like the most boring part of the process. It is, I feel like it's a little bit more nitpicky sometimes. Because the application of glaze is not what takes a while, because for most parts, I just like dip them in a bucket. But it's the prep work like this, and then the drying time, and then cleaning everything up, making sure everything that needs glaze has it, and there's not any dripped in areas that are going to ruin it. And then the rest of the mug is going to be black. Yes, Spook, it's going to be black. We watched Naruto so long ago, and like we watched Naruto and then Shippuden, but I never finished Shippuden. Daniel got into the reading the mangas, so he followed the story. But that's where we got Kiba's name from. They had a great big huge fat old man cat at the Humane Society, but I know Minnie would probably leave me if I brought home another cat. Yeah. Alright, now, what color next? We could go with the gray, or I probably need to get some of the bright colors out of the way. Let me dig out the orange. I think that's all that needs to be red. I think so. Yeah, pour one out for Kiba. Hey, Luli. Orange. I only need a few things for orange, but might as well go ahead and get it out. Get it out of the way. Clean off off my whisk a little bit. Yarnia? Giraffe? What about a giraffe? Oh, no, that's that's Cusco's. I have to see what's actually on camera. That's Cusco's poison. It's a llama. There we go, orange. Need to do some that are the portal glaze. Oh, this one doesn't even have wax on it. Where did my wax go? I put it away so it would not be in my way. Here we go. All right, let's see if any of these have a... So, another Naruto one. This one's going to be orange and blue. I didn't wax any of these. This one was probably the easiest one to, you know, design and pick a color for. The Hidden Leaf Village symbol in Naruto's colors. The llama, the one that keeps providing for comfy stuff to be made, yes. So this one is going to be the portal, the blue and orange over here. So this is the orange. Alright, and then I also have one of the cauldron mugs that I want to be orange on the inside. All right. That's all I need for orange. Alright, so what's the next color I need to do? There's gray and there's black. And then there's the mana blue and pink. And purple and tree beard. I might do the mana blue next. It's right over here. And it does need a bit of time to dry. Oh, did I get it? There we go. There was some blue flecks of the bucket slivers on there from where I guess it could be this thing shaving little bits off, but I think it's just left over from when I had the drill. The drill would shave little parts of the bucket off. Now this is this color's gonna be blue. I know it looks pink. Here we go, and I think I've got my test tile over here. Sorry to disturb you, Minnie. Yeah, so this is the what the blue is going to look like, a nice dark cobalt blue. For our mana pots. Buttercup, hello. And Dora. Oh, I think something happened here. Buttercup, thank you for the raid. Wait, that's a lot of new people. Welcome in, everybody. I'm here just dunking things in a bucket and not paying attention at all. Welcome. Good afternoon. Hey, Lassa. Oh my goodness, we need to update that, don't we? But Crimson Sheep, thank you for the shout out. Or thank you for giving Buttercup the shout out. So I am here glazing. Welcome everybody. My name is Amanda, and the cat's name is Minnie. We are glazing things today. So this is a potion bottle. One that's going to be one of our mana potion bottles, and the color in the bucket here is going to be this dark blue that you see, because its main colorant is cobalt oxide, which is pink in its raw form. But it will be a dark blue color. And so we are adding color to the pots today. But good afternoon, everybody. So, and thank you for all the follows. So, Buttercup, what were you working on today? How was your stream? So, because like the potion bottles and some things are kind of awkward to hold with my glaze tongs, I'm pouring glaze on the inside and around the rim, letting that dry, and then I'll go back and dip the bottom part. We'll do one more here. Oh, really? You do a stream about history and archaeology? Ooh. I will give you a follow. I was just talking about a book that I was re-listening to. It's about women code breakers in World War II. What area of history do you specialize in? What is your favorite, or that you talk the most about? Medievalist. What do you, you're actually working right now on a Neolithic site in Madrid. Wow. I was gonna say, like, what do you, what are the, what is the medieval era? Because, like, of what I've read, like, I feel like I've heard so many, things about, like, historians do not like the term, Dark Ages. And so, I was wondering, what years do you consider the, medieval era? So we are in southern Kentucky, and we're on a central time zone. Oops. And I think we just, we're going to have an ad starting in about like 30 to 40 seconds. Medieval, it is like the fall of Rome and the, okay, that's the medieval times. I have been reading a book. See, I read a lot because I listen to a lot of books while I'm like got my hands busy doing this. And one of the books I've been reading is by Peter Tremaine, or series by Peter Tremaine about the Ireland, medieval Ireland. So. Great chicken. Yep. Oh, Buttercup, I am figuring that out, and Peter Tremaine is a pen name for he's for an actual like Irish historian, which makes the book so much better. Are you serious? KFC is moving their HQ? So I think Daniel told me that like KFC no longer officially has Kentucky in their branding. It's just KFC now. It's not Kentucky Fried Chicken. Is that right? I just know at one of the shows we do where we meet, or we go set up at a booth and sell things, we meet a lot of people, a lot of the same vendors do the show. So sometimes it's a fun meetup, almost like a reunion to see everybody. And so we come from all over the country. And I will never forget one time, like a friend from California, we were somewhere else. And they were from California, and they were like, oh no, and look, we were trying to find somewhere to go eat, and they're like, oh, let's go to this place. They have really, really good Southern fried chicken there. And I'm like, I am not going to a big city and eating fried chicken. I am not. Nor am I eating barbecue, because that's what we have here. I'm sure it is very good. But I refuse. Dora, it's sleepy time for you. Yeah, have a good night. Hey, Verdu. Blossom, you out of here too? Like, so what time is it for everybody? I know it's probably got to be late. Lassa, Origins is June 18th. You want to meet up? Yes. So with Origins, it's a 4-day show. So Wednesday is setup, and then the show is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Yeah, and you will also get to see Crimson Sheep and Pink Toaster too. So if you want to text me, and we can, or either of us, and we can set up a night for supper. Ooh, nice, Buttercup. Yeah, you've been talking with a friend from Florida who's also an archaeologist, and she's digging in some old cemeteries from the ancient Indians. Yes. Voodoo, you're seeing some amazing things everywhere. Yes, and I have to see what is actually in the camera view. So we have the frames you see back here. That is my glaze chart. So those are all the different color options that are available when you order a mug, and you can't even see all of them because of the camera boom and the cat. But and what we're calling the cat taco, because we have another like larger cat who like wallowed in it to the point that it was like on its side, and so I've just left it there. Cat, have a good night. Thank you guys for stopping by. And so someone asked about what I was putting on the pots. This is the glaze. This is the color. So, and it looks nothing like what it's going to when it goes through the kiln. So everything here is going to be fired up to 2232 degrees, and the color in the bucket is this cobalt blue color. That's what I'm applying to the mug. So the texture here, so that was, I think I'd sold it by the time you got there, but I made and took pictures of, I made a dragon scale tankard. I made a tool to make this texture, and so I made a couple of test tiles, you know, just to see how the glazes would look on it. And I think it looks pretty good. But, so I did make at least one of these into a tankard to take to Dragon Con. And I sold it. It is a pain in the butt, but I would probably make a few more of them because they do look so nice. How would you pronounce that? Vidriado? It's like glazed windows in medieval times, like stained glass then? Well, yeah, glazing is still a term for, like, so the modern term for, like, glazing is usually the sealing of windows, which, because at one point, you know, long time ago, I worked in a glass, like, window shop. And that was the term, like, glazing the windows was sealing them. For like insulated windows. I need a piece of sandpaper or something because I've got a little piece of wax here that, let me just scrape it off. Let's see, there we go. Because there's wax on the medallion and on the bottom here, and it's kind of like, I can see that it's pink, so I can tell that there's something there, but the color fades pretty quick. Think of the Azul tile laying game. Yep. Yeah, I like Azul, and I also like Sagrada. That's the one that I play on my phone a lot, but I don't think it has like a lot of the expansions. Though like Sagrada is another game that I don't get to play anymore, just like Lords of Waterdeep. Because apparently I laughed at Crimson Sheep's score when I won. I don't remember this, but that's the story that keeps being told. Ooh, pepperoni rolls. I don't know if I'm quite done with that one, but we'll... Yeah, it's late there, so you're going to sleep. Yeah, Buttercup, thank you so much for stopping by. Gotta go to sleep, so tomorrow you can dig properly. Yes, thank you so much for stopping by and bringing your community over. Have a good night. stir this up just a little bit more because I feel like I can see the colors separating. Tiki Room, you're getting closer to having your own studio set up. Exciting. So soon you'll be making mediocre pottery at your own house instead of just off-site. Yeah. No, but it is nice just to have everything there where you can, you know, make things whenever you like. Not restricted to a time frame or hours. Installing some shelving tonight. You found these really long tiles at your hardware store and matching brackets for them. So you're installing, oh, that's the shelves? Are they, okay, I think I've seen some long tiles like that. And so you can make a somewhat matching row of mugs and then set them on the brackets to dry, yeah. Yeah, some of my best shelves that I've had over the years have been like repurposed, really cheap, like bookshelf shelves, things that are laminated or pressed fiberboard that is usually then has like a, you know, like the white or black veneer over it or whatever, or cheap wood veneer. Because they're easy to clean off. There's usually a lot of repurposing that goes on in the pottery studio, like especially when my studio was at home. Like I think 3/4 of the things that came through, tools that came through my kitchen ended up in the studio. So we will be doing a kiln opening at some point here. I just wanted to try to get a layer of glaze on a lot of these. Oh, the tiles are 3 feet long. Yeah, that's a good size. So for TwitchCon, on one hand, like the applications are not out yet. They're probably not going to be out for a while. So even if we said we wanted to do TwitchCon, like, we don't know if we are yet, because that process hasn't started. They do have to accept us, which we assume we would be accepted, but we don't know for sure. And we'll just have to see when that time comes. We have done both before, and so right now we're still thinking it's far enough out. We're thinking, yeah, we can do both. But in reality, like, we can't even say that it's on our list right now because we, they haven't set all that stuff up yet. You hadn't thought of that? Your studio is going to steal all your kitchenware, yeah. I was about to start grabbing some of the kitchen items here that I use on a regular basis, but I mean, my measuring cup that I think I finally purchased a few for the studio itself, but it started out as, rummaging through the kitchen's tools. I've got several cheap kitchen knives or cheap steak knives that have come out here with me. Did I get everything? Oh, there's one more. I bumped this one, so I'm going to touch it up a little bit. What did I do to all of these? I bumped them all. I guess when dipping the bottom part. I chipped a little bit of the glaze off the rim. Okay. SAF is confirmed. Alright, what next? Those are going to be blue too. I just completely missed those because they were stacked up together. Yep. 10 lashings from the tail, yes. Ten chin scratches. So I just clean this off. Yeah. She jumped when I did that, but didn't open her eyes. guess I'll have to leave that one there for right now. Okay, let me see what this phone call is. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Where are you going? She's like, I'm just preparing myself for treat time. The event calendar is up to date. Thank you. Now I'm done with this color. And get to choose another. So where even is Treebeard? Oh, it's there. I could do that one because that one takes a while to dry as well. And then I'll probably do gray after that. Right, since we don't have anything to do in October, we should definitely schedule, like, you know, yeah, we can't schedule a weekend in October for anything else. Did it again. See, once something is glazed, it's not you know, the glaze is not set, so I do have to be careful that I don't chip it off, and I've not been very careful there. For these over here. Okay, the events are up to date and pick up for Origins and for the studio. Do I want it as an option for any other event? Let's do, right now let's do Maryland Sheep and Wool. And Like, I don't have too many pieces to be Treebeard. Wonder Hamster. Oh, well, I guess you were talking to Crimson Sheep, sorry. You gotta walk through all that, huh? Move things out of your way. You go up there, okay. What? You awakening from your nap now? You gonna play? Here we go, we'll play. She's gonna play with Lizard. You get pets. There you go. Ooh. No fall. Alright, I'll test it out with this one. Like, there's only a few of them. I'll just do it like this and not try to dip them. This one didn't get waxed. Most hated, hey, thank you for the follow. And welcome. So with this glaze, like I've got enough that I could dunk the whole thing in the bucket, but glazing the inside and then the outside really does help it dry a little bit faster, so. That's one reason I'm doing that with this glaze. Yes, here we go. Big yawn. Can you believe we've had Minnie for 7 years? Mir is slacking off. Yes, I don't know exactly where he is, but I'm sure saying his name will summon him. I think Minnie's thinking about another nap. So I think I'll do this one. I need to do the gray glaze specifically, and then we might be ready to do a kiln opening. See if I can pick this thing up afterwards. There we go. Would we lose her again? Nope. You were just thinking, right? You were just thinking. She does get up here and she will fall asleep. She will like hang upside down like this. She'll hang her head off the side sometimes and pass out. Ooh, I hear that purr. What hours for pickup do I want listed for the studio? Sorry, I missed that. Distracted by a cat. Between 9 and 6. Pickup hours between 9 in the morning and 6 in the evening. Oh, that one's still really wet, so I'll have to come back to that one later. Phew, this is one that has a fairly full bucket. Here, so you can see what I'm doing. Guess I could do this. There we go. There she is. Oh, yeah. All right, here we go. I do need to put some wax on a few of them. But gray is one of the colors that's going to get a bit of layering, so I do want to get this on here before I do anything else. Exonerator, hello, good afternoon. You've been in the land of weird fan theories while waking up today for what for what series? And then he's just like, I'm worn out. Yeah, April 30th is good for pickup orders, yeah. Yeah, June 15th, that's a Sunday, if that'll work. Lassa, welcome back. Yeah, I can multitask. Alright, and this one I can't dip this one, but... That was a long time ago. Because that was at one of the TNA wholesale shows. Does she remember that? Because it wasn't because Wacklet was there too. She remembers walking down the street and getting ice cream, yep. No, Crimson Sheep, that was later. That was the one that was actually up closer to them. Where was that? It was in northern Ohio. Cleveland.
Cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana.
When would the custom order cut off? I would say for Maryland, I would make it like next weekend, next Sunday. Like a week from now, and then I don't even know what the 4-week cutoff is for Origins. Would be in May. So yeah, if I do a 4-week cutoff, yeah. Oh, they don't have like there's no melts anymore. No shrine to cheese. Yeah, 4 weeks. All right, let's see what we've got here with these three that need to be waxed. So with this, it's the Sharingan, Sasuke Sharingan eye, and I was going to, so this is red glaze in here, and I was gonna like put wax over the main part of the eye so that the white of the eye is going to be white or a little bit off-white. Okay. And see how that looks. Oh, hello. You gotta walk through there? Yeah, it's kind of full, isn't it? Come on, come over here. Or walk through everything. Sure, that's fine too. Come on. There you go. Just had to move something out of her way, so she felt safe. There we go, and then we'll do one more. All right, let's dip the other part of this. Cynthia, hello. Here be dragons. Like I forget what's right in front of the camera. Alright, so let's see how this one looks. The good thing about the gray glaze is it's something that can be refired a couple times if need be. So if I don't like the way this looks at first, like I could add more and fire it again. I mean, the gray is a little bit darker than this, but I mean, that's basically what it's going to look like. Yes, because I'm still going to be working on some stuff. So if there's like a somebody wants something in like a custom color, I can still do it. I thought I bumped against something. Maybe it was just this. All right, one more. Actually, no, there's a couple more over there too. Done it again. There it is. It's like I've lost my sponge. They are all now active at checkout, and there's a note. Thank you very much. All right, so this is one of the newer mugs that I don't even know if this one is on the website yet. It might be. When I think about books, I touch my shelf. What's better? Sharingan or the Ghost Rider's Penance Stare? I don't even know. I don't know about the Ghost Rider. I'm not knowledgeable enough to compare. I don't even know all about all the different versions of the Sharingan eye. Yeah. For Cynthia, yes, I got you. For Cynthia, yeah, that's what. When I think about books, I touch my shelf. I don't even know what the closed captioning is doing, so I apologize for anything there. There's like another mug that I regretted reading on stream because it takes me seriously, but if you read this cup to yourself. It was a custom order. Probably should go ahead and just glaze it and take it with me to a show. All right, 3 more mugs, and then I will do a kiln opening. You know, I should, Crimson Sheep. We see them at so many shows, but I don't know if it's like, if they have a group doing all the shows, or if they actually, like, if it's just like a 2-person operation, you know? Okay, let me grab those other 2 mugs. Oh yeah, okay, the one that sews. Okay, the one with the books that you have and such that I see at all the shows. I kind of doubt they have copyrights. They might, but like, copyrights are such an expensive thing to try to do and to try to protect that it's not usually, you know, in someone's best interest to copyright something so vague. Unless they specifically did copyrighted these things embroidered on shirts, you know. Alright, I'm gonna let all of those dry out before I start layering something on top of them. I'm gonna move my camera over to the kiln and see what it looks like over there. So I will be right back because I am gonna move my camera. I'm thinking of effing birds. That's what I'm thinking of. No, I've seen both of them though. Thank you. So I know we have some Misty Forest in there, and some of the Carlsbad, the Jade and Iron, and then that, I think that's an Arizona Sunrise yarn bowl. So let's go see. So this is fully cooled down. We don't need any gloves or anything. We've got some of the stamina potion bottles in the Misty Forest color. Light green over dark green. This one is just solid black. That was a custom order. It says well-behaved women seldom make history. And then we have these guys, which are the 10-ounce mugs for the Green Dragon Inn. That's the Hobbit Inn in Lord of the Rings. We have a couple of Lord of the Rings things here. This one is the Carlsbad. It's a travel mug, custom order. It says not all those who wander are lost. And then this one is also a custom order with Tolkien's signature. Need to get a picture of that one. We got several of these 10-ounce mugs, or these 10-ounce Green Dragon Inns. And then the same color here for a one of the knitting shops that I make mugs for, the Knitting Cottage. Misty Forest, and then an Arizona Sunrise, kind of a purplish color over black. Same as the yarn bowl here. And I'm gonna get this layer out carefully. I see some more of the Carlsbad and some Treebeard. Which the Treebeard is starts out like this. So we are done with our ad. Right? Where's the Kayla? They gave up. They gave up. But so some of the, like I said, some of the Treebeard, which are going to be like on the very, very top, very top left of the kiln here, are the ones that start out like this. But the Carlsbad, this was they did some of their mugs the Knitting Cottage did with just the logo, but these they wanted a leaf on the back. So we did some like that. And it turned out really nice. Gonna get the stilts out of here. So I've got some more Lord of the Rings. We have, can you tell what I'm having to restock on? So this is the Treebeard. It's the glossy blue over the matte kind of like brownish green on the bottom, which is what's sitting on the wheel right now, is this bottom color. It's the Lonely Mountain. Second one. And then we have the Serenity. Hope I'm holding this in the right spot. I'll have to look at my camera again. And also, this is the color I tend to make the Druid mugs. This is also a newer mug. We last year we made some Monty Python pieces for the first time, and this has been the most popular. Go away or I shall taunt you a second time. And then this one is for Outlander. So at C2E2, there several of the cast of Outlander is going to be there, and it's the first time I've seen them actually at a con. So I'm taking all of my Outlander stuff. Fraser's Ridge whiskey. Another Serenity. So Spook, that was the Treebeard. So it is, this is the other version. This is what it looks like as well. Sometimes the blue can be, you know, stronger versus thinner. But yeah, the glossy over the matte, that's Treebeard, and that's what, you know, this is the Chicory, which is the matte, which has to go on first. And then this is Carlsbad, and we have Butterbeer, and Fraser's Ridge. Like I said, getting all my Outlander stuff together. Butterbeer, and that's what I do. I drink and I know things. Well, we got 2 more layers. Jaffafa. Good afternoon, and welcome everybody. So now I know where the camera's pointing. I'll move it a little bit since we're further down in the kiln. I'll get these shelves out of here and then test that. Okay. Have to be careful when lifting these up because sometimes these stilts, like I have 2 stacked on top of each other, and this one's stuck, so I gave it a bit of a tap so that it wouldn't stick to the shelf and then go flying. The shelves are not terribly heavy, they're just kind of awkward to get in and out because you don't want them to bump into anything. Let's get all these out of here. Then I'll see where my cameras are pointing. Got some tankards, got some solid green. Like, usually by the time I am opening a kiln, I have forgotten what's in it. Because I've done 2 or 3 other things since then. Okay, that's better. That one had some good drips. Treebeard, a Druid tankard, and we have a Serenity tankard. And an iocane powder. It's the most tasteless mug we make. What else? We have regular iocane powder mugs, and these are in, this is the emerald on the bottom, and it's very shiny, so I don't know if you can see it that well, but it's black on top. So black and green that we call the poisoned apple. Here's some solid emerald for the Bounty Hunter Coffee Company. Served warm or served cold. And then this is also a newer one. This is the Even Star mug in emerald. That it's Arwen's necklace. It turned out really good. That's more of the same. We got Druid. If you didn't see it the first time, we have the Lonely Mountain in Treebeard. More iocane powder. And then another Fraser's Whiskey and Serenity. And then one more layer on the bottom. And I will grab some of the ones from like another glaze and show off some of the brand new pieces, like the dragon one. Let's get this last layer out of here. Ooh, even brighter colors. I think that's a couple of custom orders. More book mugs. Let's see if I need to adjust the camera at all. It's not too bad. All right. So still mostly green on the bottom layer. We've got the Misty Forest as well as the solid emerald. Again, more Lord of the Rings stuff. We have the one that says, not all those who wander are lost, in the 20-ounce mug size. This is another of the newer book mugs, the Bookworm, or Worm. That has probably been the most popular of all of them. And then we have, before I did the one that says, when I think about books, I touch my shelf. I think that one's going to surpass it, but they're both popular. And then solid emerald is the perfect color for the Slytherin mug. What else we got in here? We got some Papa Bears. Some more Bounty Hunter coffee. And Slytherin. Bookworms. We have some Accio coffee. Now let's see what these two custom ones are. What are you? Oh, your curse words. Of course, your curse words. Here we go. F off, I'm knitting. I think the other one is too. There was another one that I don't think it went with this one, but it was the same color. This one is F off, I'm sewing, and there was one that was said like I quilt so I don't kill people. Also in the cotton candy glaze. Let's get these out of here. I see something on this one. I can't tell. This one has a little spot on the rim. Like, it really is not going to make a big difference, like, to the function of the mug, but I may refire that and add a little bit more glaze, just so it doesn't look like it has a pockmark on it. Here we go. All right, pretty good glaze load. What did the last mug say? They both had curse words on them. One of them said F off, I'm knitting, and one said F off, I'm sewing. I have stamps for everything. F off, I'm reading, weaving, sewing, knitting, crocheting, spinning, cross stitching, crafting, napping. Emma, you're having a relaxing Sunday making jewelry. Good. Spook has F off, I'm streaming. F off, I'm gaming. Yep. Plenty of options for to be able to tell people to leave you alone. We have been glazing some things, and also we just unloaded the kiln so I can fill it back up. But I think I'm at a good stopping point right now, and I need to add some glaze to some of the pieces, like layer another color, but I'll do that a little bit later. So I think I'm gonna head out and get some supper with the Wonder Hamster. Oh, I did say I was going to show you a couple of the other new colors, or new things. I know I had at least one of them over here. And these are for anybody who's read Fourth Wing, the series. So, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce Besketh, War College, but the school is the book is about a school to train dragon riders, and this is another saying from the books. Violent little thing. I really need to listen to the audiobook. If nothing else, so I know how to pronounce the names. Because I find myself like, with so many books that I listen to, I have no earthly idea how to spell any of the things, any of the like things that I'm reading, but I know how to pronounce them. Because sometimes it's like I'll see a name spelled out, and I'm like, I never would have gotten the pronunciation by the spelling, you know. So some authors like to do that. They just like throw a bunch of vowels together and make up their own language and linguistics and such. I'm seeing if anybody else is on right now. Cynthia, soon you will have a second mug. Do you have like, did you order one? Or you just have plans? Seeing who else is on. I'm gonna go see Lockwood Leathercraft. I've actually got to meet them in person. Let's see what they're working on today. So guys, thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me for a little bit and sharing the kiln opening with me. It is always my favorite part. I say it's throwing, but seeing everything come together is always the best part. If you get to Dragon Con, we will be there. We will be there. So, have a good rest of your weekend, everybody, and I will see y'all later. Have a good night.